Justin, James, and Jaden. This is for all three of you, even though Jaden's probably not coming to East West Friday. Listen, I like doing the clipboards with papers, and you will need those. I think I'm going to have a few jobs that are on papers, and you also need them for the threads, colors. But I'm going to make a video, and I want you guys to remember this. Okay, and I'm going to make it to myself too, so I remember it. This hammer goes to Center Rock. That's a note for me. That goes into the trash dumpster. That goes into the dumpster. That, when I'm saying, like, that's for one of you. James, Justin, or Jaden. James, Justin, or Jaden. Wood dumpster. These big logs you can leave here, but that small broken off piece wood dumpster. This can stay out here because it's a block. These straps need rolled up neatly. This white PVC gets loaded into the Expedition. These rags can stay out here because you're going to need them. This metal piece here, this long metal piece, put it in the metal dumpster. And then note for Merle again. Merle, load up these hammers. And Merle, there's 2 more hammers to go to Center Rock. And then Merle, here's 1 hammer, all those hammers to go to Center Rock. And I got to check if there's any more hammers back there. And there is a float sub to go to Heisey Machine. So that's Merle notes. And then back to Justin, James, and Jaden. So I'm going to have you guys in the thread protector business again, continuing to sorting with your papers and painting. We can't have them scattered around here though. We need to get more boxes, get them out of the shipping area or whatever, and we need to be able to carry them. So maybe put them on pallets, because like if you lift this, the bottom's going to fall out probably. So let's put the boxes on pallets, and then I can sit them indoors somewhere, and let's sort them. Every thread protector that has like 5 or more of the same needs to be, all right, let's make it 5 or more, because we can use some small boxes. 5 or more of the same needs to be in a box. 2 7/8 regular, 2 3/8 regular, 3 1/2 regular. We have drawers for, and then the bottom drawer will be 4 1/2 regular, 4 1/2 regular. And then this back here will be 6 5/8 regular, 7 5/8 regular, 8 5/8 regular. And then we'll just use boxes for all the other threads, but they need to be set on a pallet. And then, so these hammers you don't need to do, but then I need you guys to identify this tooling's threads and paint it. This tooling's threads and paint it. Oh shoots, I forgot about 5 1/2 API regular. 5 1/2 API regular will need to go in there too. All these tooling's threads and paint them. These, not the hammers, but the other tooling's threads and painters. And every thread adapter, very important, every thread adapter needs to be picked up and sorted away, and every piece of trash needs to go into the dumpster. And then finally, if there's like less than 5 of a certain size thread adapter, we'll do like a mixed box of those. Here's stuff that needs identified by thread. That we can probably just call thread adapters, thread protectors. I think there's 2 in there. This stuff, there's trash that needs to go to the wooden dumpster, so do that. I'm saying Justin, James, or Jaden. Basically, the only notes for me are the ones about the hammer, because I keep forgetting which ones are for you guys. Sorry, Jaden's probably not going to be here, so probably just Justin and James. And then this skid needs sorted out and put away. Straps need rolled up nicely. And then Merle, note for me, there's a thread protector for the boys. Note for Merle, once you're done with the hammers, you need to sort this, like try to lay this stuff out nicely. And note for boys, these thread protectors, these threads all need painted. But we'll do this last since these are indoors. Well, we'll do that second to last. Oh, we need to do the thread protectors on the tooling on top of the trailer. That needs done. All the thread protector, no, not thread, the threads need painted in here, on top of the trailer, under the trailer. Trash needs to go to dumpster. And probably what I'll do, I'll give you guys each a paper that says who does which job, because there's straps to roll up. I know it's easy to just pick the easy jobs, but I also know some of you have more muscles than the others, and some of you have other skills. And so I'm going to distribute the jobs probably on paper for who I think's best for each job. Look, this is what happens when we leave the thread protectors laying out. Guys need to come back here and get stuff. Today we had to come back, get a hammer. Other times we need to come back, so we have to move them, and still stuff gets driven over. And then this is probably going to be James, but you might need Justin to help you move the bits. We have to finish painting these and then roll them and paint the other sides. It would be all these yellow ones, and there's one. The one that the buttons are looking this way right now. this one goes yellow. The rest, oh, over there's one. This one goes yellow. The rest of this pile does not, but we need to turn them. And to avoid pinching your fingers and avoid working so hard, instead of lifting them, what you can do is take a strap, wrap it around there, and then use the forklift to lift them. Now, right now, you can't get here with the forklift, but I'm planning on getting this reel out of the way, so that's a note from Merle. Merle, the painted hammers that are ready to go need set in the yellow rack, and I need to figure out a place where the yellow rack goes. We need to do this. This is a big project for us boys, all of us. And if we can get to it Friday, great, but I think we're gonna run out of time. This corner back here needs done. Here's a bit that needs to go yellow. There's a bit that needs to go yellow. And then over here, I think there might be a couple that need to go yellow. This Merle's gonna try to get out of your way. That's when he was talking about the float sub. The hammers that are painted and the hammers that are unpainted, Merle's gonna try to take care of. This stuff needs to go inside of the bit shed, but there's a thread protector. That needs hung back up by size. You guys know how to do that. These, sometimes threads marked on them. I have another chart we can look up what some of these threads are without thread protectors. And then we still paint them to make it easy, but yeah, that might save us some time and money. There's stuff that needs thread protector identified, except for this stuff. So Justin, this is probably a job for you. Right from this piece, 1, 2, 3, 4. Those 4 pieces need to go in Alex Guzman pile. Not that hammer, but these other 4 pieces. And then James, this one does not get painted yellow. Looks like someone started, but this one does. This one does get painted yellow. Rest of this stuff, Merle, there's a hammer to take care of. Rest stuff goes in the bit shed. Threads need identified and painted on this skid. No need to identify and paint the threads on this skid. And you can ask sort of as we go, but try to keep at it. Let's try to make, weather's supposed to be nice on Friday. Let's try to get as much done as we can. It would be neat if this could be as clean as it was Customer Appreciation Day, but instead of just being dumped in sheds and dumped wherever, it was actually like sorted out. And then at the end, let's put the paints all nice. I think there's a shelf inside of there. Maybe we can put them on. I have a customer coming today, so I'm kind of hurrying. Anyway, I'll try to email you guys and kind of distribute the jobs. But then just to give you guys a plan, so that crate and that pipe rack back there, and there's 2 pipe racks out in the field in another section that I might have on Justin's list of jobs to get. That we're gonna set in front of this stuff and sort of build out through. Justin, if I ask your help to unhook bits, we gotta start leaning them the other way, because right now what's happening, if somebody needed like this bit, all the others would fall. So it's gonna be like a V in the middle, Lord willing, and now the rest in this row will lean the other way, so it's not as many that fall. Anyway, so here's the change of plans. I was gonna set the small bits in here, but change of plans. What I'm gonna have you guys do, this goes to Saturday now. So you're gonna have work at home on Saturday, first of all, and then this summer we're gonna start cards again, Lord willing. But first of all, oh, there's a bunch of stuff that needs thread identified laying on that pile that I had Justin dump out. Be nice if you could get that done Saturday, because it was in the way for one of the guys to get into that shed today. He came and talked to me about it. Anyway, so here's what I want you guys to do. Take a tape measure and a paper or something and measure the exact size of wood that would fit in here. Like my guess is it's gonna be like 24 inches by 48 inches, but I don't know that exactly. And honestly, yeah, I think we'll put this side goes down. So the boards will need to fit on top of here. So you'll need to measure, like, it might be longer than 48 by 24. And then what we're gonna do and how many we need. And then on Saturday, once you have your horses done, your dogs done, your trash burned and new bags in every trash can in the house, no matter if they're full or empty, slop bucket empty, dog water bowl food full, dog feed bowl full, and you all know which ones I'm referring to for your jobs. Once you have all that done Saturday, we're gonna get the wood out of the garden. I can probably scoop it up sort of with the tractor. And instead of pulling nails, we're just gonna cut the rest of the nails off. And then we're gonna cut that wood down, and there's 2 places we're going with it. If it's long enough, we'll go on top of the dog pen, and you'll have your measurements at home, what it is, it's like from inside of there to inside of here. And I'm gonna try to hold it my stub. So you'll want a measurement from like here to here, and you'll want a measurement from like here to here. So it goes outside on that way and inside on this way. And how many times we need that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times at least. Because what I'm planning on doing with these, instead of putting bits inside of them, we use the pipe racks from the field, which hopefully Justin has time to get, or if not, maybe I too. We'll set those pipe racks here and get more of this stuff leaned up against it once the threads are done and stuff. And then, because at some point, I'm going on a rabbit trail, at some point I want Justin to mark every item number with a paint marker, and he'll have to probably bring a laptop out here to do that, but we're not quite there yet. Because more of this stuff needs recognized and identified and displayed nicely before we do that. But anyway, so here we can lean some tooling too, more of a note from Earl than anybody. And then we can do the rest of the pipe racks. But going back to these racks, what we'll do on Saturday, there's 2 things. If they're long enough, we'll lay wood across the dog pen and wire across the dog pen. What I'm thinking is, I'm not talking about the racks now, but on the top of the dog pen, to keep them from jumping out the top, we'll go cross with a piece of wood and then leave like a gap and cover that in wire. Piece of wood, leave like a gap, cover that in wire. Piece of wood, you understand, to make the top tight. And then we also need to check the dog pen if there's any damages. And then once you're done with that, and I can hopefully help you a little bit, but that's something you boys can handle. I mean, that's stuff guys your age can totally handle. I have stuff to do with the tractor. Tractor has a flat tire now. I probably need to run a load of tires up to Hoover Tractor to get tires fixed. So maybe I can't use the tractor, but I need to get stuff cleaned up and try to get that. Maybe I have to borrow ADMA skid steer to get that cabinet in place. But anyway, when you're done with the dog pen, what you'll do then is take your measurements from Friday and measure the boards and cut them to the right length to fill these racks. So just imagine this is maybe 50 inches instead of 48 inches that it needs to be long. And this is maybe I'm gonna say 26 inches, I'm gonna say 30 inches for easy figuring, wide. So instead of buying a piece of plywood that's 50 inches by 30 inches, what we'll do is we'll take whatever boards we have. So say we have a 5-inch board and it's long enough, we cut it to 50 inches or whatever measurement you got. Now we got 5 inches used up, so we deduct that from 30. We need 25 more inches. And then we have a piece that's 4 inches wide. We cut that the right length. So let's get all of them cut to size. And honestly, the side to side doesn't probably matter as much. It's more about the length. Probably that's most important, because I don't think we're gonna have enough lumber to fill all of them. And then another day, maybe I can do it, maybe Earl can do it, maybe you can do it another day if you want more money. We'll take those and set them up somewhere and go back to the thread protectors. And what I want to do is sort out the brand new thread protectors. Like the ones I'm buying in here, some of them are really expensive. So I want to put a male and a female thread protector of each size on these racks. Nicely organized, one of each, even the API regular, even the stuff we have boxes full of. Because that way, if we need to use them to measure, we can just come and be like, well, I don't know if that's a 4.5 full hole or if that's a 4-inch internal flush or a 4-inch API regular, and we can grab those 3 size thread protectors easily and go measure. Probably we'll sort them by like size, not by type. Like we'll have a measurement if like the bottom of the thread protector is between 5-inch and 4-inch. But anyway, that's for the future. I don't think we won't get there on tomorrow and Friday, because you have so much other work to do. And on Saturday, you'll just be getting the wood ready. And we're not planning on coming in Saturday to do this unless you want extra time. That's the other thing. On Saturday, when you are cutting the wood, keep track of your time, because that'll be east-west money. And then we also can bill them for the wood, which can help the family out financially. So that's sort of a blessing, hopefully. Anyway, that's oh, that metal box I'm going to try to set at the end of these racks too, and then we can set some bigger bits and stuff inside it and try to make this place look nice and neat maybe, and organized. And if a customer asks for something, we don't have to take a tape measure to measure it. I have some tooling. This is note tomorrow. I have some tooling I need to pull together for that customer, jars and a short drill stem and stuff. I should have the notes on my desk, but I'll try to put my notes on paper as well. Again, this plastic pipe goes in my vehicle, so work on it. This is still Sector 7G. I have all the other sectors that if you guys want jobs this summer, you can have jobs all summer long working on other sectors, but let's just try to focus on Sector 7G for now, and then you'll feel successful. Like, you'll feel good once it's all clean and organized. I'm pretty sure of that. Not sure where I'm going to put those thread protector racks, so I'm kind of dilly-dallying, but yeah, anyway, I have a customer coming, so I need to get back inside and get to work. All right, I've given you guys all raises. You're getting substantial money. Be worth it. Be worth it. Don't be like not worth it. That's basically stealing. You're getting paid to be worth what you get paid per hour, and it adds up. It's an expense to the company, so be worth it. Keep it up, and you'll have a busy day Saturday as well. I mean, depending how fast you do your jobs and the dog pen and the boards, and hopefully I can help you on Saturday some, but you guys need to take the initiative. And then you get Sunday free, and I'm probably gonna try to not give you a lot of jobs now, Lord willing, until maybe the end of the school year. We have IHC coming up, so you get another break. And I'm going to try to not give you a lot of jobs again until the end of the school year. And in spring, we want to start cards again, plus east-west jobs. Of course, I might kind of push you guys on any days off school, try to get you to come in here, but I'm going to try to. If we get this all done, all right, here's the deal. If we get this all done out here, from outside the cable to everything that's done, of the lists that I give you and of the cards that I get, papers that I give you, if everything's done that's outside of the cable tool shed and outside the bit shed, everything's done that you were told to do, I'll make a deal. I don't make you work here the rest of the school year, but I don't make you, but you can if you want the money. You're welcome to, and I might ask you to, but I'm not going to make you if we get everything done. But now that doesn't mean get all sloppy and hurriedy, but everything I gave you to do, and that's a lot, because look, there's threads laying everywhere that need identified and painted. I mean, there's just threads like crazy. So all three of you have to stay pretty busy. So I'm going to say, if you get everything done outside, I'm not going to count these 3 pallets because they're almost in the shed, and I'm not going to count those 2 hammers don't need done, which I'm basically taking care of the hammers. I'm not going to count, there's a whole thing of threads here. I want you to do that someday, but I'm not going to count that into tomorrow's work. I mean, I will count this into tomorrow's work, and anything that's in here in tomorrow's work. There's not really anything in here once Alex Guzman stuff goes and once I get the hammers. But everything that's outside, then the deal is I don't make you work for the rest of the school year. But other than, I mean, I don't make you work at East West. I will give you jobs at home Saturdays and evenings now that the weather's nicer. That's good for you, including not what I'm making this video on Wednesday, and I'm saying tomorrow, but I mean Friday. So I'm talking about Friday when I say tomorrow. And then also Saturday, the dog pen and the boards for those rack jobs. I'd love to have those racks done before the end of the school year if one of you wants to come in and make money, but I'm not planning on forcing it. Not forcing it. Hold me accountable for that. Remind me that I said I'm not forcing it. And but that means we have to get done with Friday's jobs here and Saturday's jobs at home. If that seems overwhelming, it's not. You're 3 people. If you keep moving, now I understand sometimes we need drinks, sometimes we need to go bathrooms. We do not need to play, and while we can talk, but while we talk, our hands and feet can keep moving. There's no reason to stop. And I'm not saying run from job to job. I've seen people do that. That'll tire you out. That doesn't work, because then you're so tired you can barely go. And the dog pen And the cutting boards job for Saturday may sound overwhelming, but I am planning on helping you some, especially now since my tractor has a flat tire. But even if I can't help you all the time, I want to get you started, and you'll be surprised how fast that can go with 3 people working if you stay at it. Oh, and one more thing for Friday. Jaden, if you're not here on Friday, I'm not going to make you come in. But here's, because that was sort of the deal. You don't owe money. But here's the deal for Friday. If you're staying at home Friday, I want you to go out in the pasture the whole way around the fence and across the pasture, and I want you to find every single piece of trash or boards or good stuff that Lily took out and bring it to my shed. Every single piece. I'm not like for real. Even if it's big, drag it in. If it's small, carry it in. Take an empty bucket out to gather the small stuff. Basically, think about mowing that pasture. Think, if I got on a lawnmower and tried to mow this pasture right now, would I mow anything but grass without swerving? Now, obviously the shed and the box and stuff, but don't worry about that. So that's, if you don't come in Friday, that's your number 1 job, Jaden. Get that done. And of course, everybody needs, oh, you know what, Jaden? Since Justin and James are here Friday, do their chores too. Do the dogs, slop bucket, and burn trash. Do Justin and James's jobs Friday if you're not coming in. And then the other thing, Jaden, for Friday, if you're not coming into East West, what you need to do is close to the road, down from the mailbox where all that red dirt is that I've been scooping up. At the bottom of that red dirt, at the corner of the bank, there's some metal pieces. Go take them to the scrap barrels in the shed and put them into the right scrap barrels. And then, of course, if Mom gives you any jobs. And if you do this quickly, don't game. Do not game. That is a parental order. Do not game until that stuff's done. No electronics, no cell phone, no computer. If you got that stuff done right away, guess what? You'll be surprised how little bit it takes you if you just do it right away. It'll take a little while, and you'll kind of, while you're doing it, you're like, maybe. It's because probably what I would have done when I was a kid. But before you know it, it's done if you stay at it. Now, if you take breaks, it's going to take really, really long because it delays it, and that applies for Justin and James too. And Justin and James, I know you guys like your cell phones in between, and you like 15-minute breaks and stuff. I do have some breaks programmed in for you for East-West work, but those are strict, so you'd be better off not messing with your phones. So anyway, love y'all. Have a nice day.